Okay, so let's join our heroes as they have returned back to Shorebarrow, stacked up on some supplies, and are deciding what next to do. Okay.
Oh, did we get a cart? I forgot. Or were we going
you
to
were
try?
talking about the possibility of acquiring a cart?
Yeah, I don't think we'd actually shopped yet.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you basically went into the general stores and you got like a week's worth of rations each, but that's about it.
Well, I don't mind the walk. It's good exercise, good cardiovascular activity.
We were told where we can find a cart and a horse, though.
Yeah, we were, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
you
was
were
somewhere.
told that there is somebody that could potentially sell you a horse
Just
and cart.
zoom in real close on the map until we find.
There's a woman.
There's a marketplace.
You're the only one that would remember.
Should I get your only hope?
I don't really remember, but I will say, I don't think Britannica and myself would really utilize a cart.
You could pull it.
Oh, I will not be doing that.
Why not?
That's very inhumane, Cyrano. Let's not do such suggestions.
What? Why?
Do you think it makes her feel very good to suggest you pull a cart instead of a horse? That's
I'm not a
comparing her
horse.
to a horse.
I did not do that.
You just did it.
I figured it would be exercise for you too.
I don't need exercise. Look at me. I'm perfect.
She is perfect.
She's not wrong.
I just don't want you to get.
Yes.
I don't want you to get skinny fat. That's all I'm saying.
You can pull it then, little man. Let's get some muscles on you.
No, I can't.
I say we just walk, as Serrano said.
Thank you.
Oh, are you sure we have to walk? I mean, we could just try to get a cart. I got plenty of gold.
Why do you want a cart so bad, Annie?
I just hate walking.
Do you need better shoes, maybe? Or
I'm in this heavy armor, and it's just a little bit, I'm not so used to it yet. I mean, my stepdad gave it to me, and I treasure it, but it's heavy. It's loud.
It's loud.
well, so's a cart.
Yes, but at least I get to sit.
Come on, we're wasting daylight. Let's just go.
Fine.
We'll give you a piggyback ride if you get tired, okay?
Okay, that sounds like a good time.
Oh, so you're still using her as basically a horse. Cool. Good to know.
Well, she
No,
offered.
I
You didn't.
offered.
That's the difference, you see?
Throw that out there.
There's a big difference between calling someone. Never mind.
Yes, this is just girlfriends having a piggyback ride. That's it. It's totally fine.
Of course, something I wouldn't understand. You're right.
Very different.
Correct.
Little man, I will not be carrying you at all.
I don't want
it's
to be
sorority
carried.
stuff,
Good. I just want that clear before we venture off. I'm just going to start walking north.
Okay.
So we have everything we need, right? We're ready to...
You
jet.
have food and drink for a week.
Okay.
That's
I
what
have
you
all
have
my
so
other
far.
stuff.
If that's everything you need, then the answer is yes.
Do we need any souls to, give him?
So, pop down the shoe shop, pop down to find the,
Put him in
the
a
cobbler.
jar,
Solarium,
It's
Yeah.
the chances are low, but we could try to see if the priest has any potions that might help save a life.
Well, you got me.
What can you do?
I save lives. Did you
can
remember?
heal?
Oh, remember?
With
I mean,
what?
like a potion that will secure
Oh,
yours. I mean, you did help, thank you, but I don't believe it's, a common skill, like a skill you have that's good.
oh, it was good enough before, but all right.
You know what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm giving you a hard time. I'm just joking.
I really don't want to waste time talking to those shut-ins. I mean, how much do you
if you
think
say
they
so.
charge for potions anyway?
Oh,
That's
probably
true.
very expensive. I don't know.
Yeah, they weren't very helpful before.
I think between all of us, we can handle it. We did before.
Fine.
We are going to kill this necromancer, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
He does sound quite evil.
Well, not if he doesn't give us a reason.
He's a necromancer.
So?
Yeah.
What has he ever done to you?
It doesn't matter, but what he does is unnatural.
Romanced his neck.
He's what would they say? He steals souls and then he messes with them and does experiments.
He plays with the dead.
So?
That's
Use
very
twisting
unholy.
Seems kind of cool, actually.
Thank you!
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I couldn't. I mean, if he's evil, we'll kill him, obviously. But like, if he's a nice guy and he's just like, hey, check out these souls, like, it's not a big deal.
Oh, what's up, Rock? There he is. Happy birthday, dude.
He's supposed to help
Happy
us.
birthday, Rock. All right. Why don't you? We'll see. You know, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Yeah, some people collect rock ball cards, some people collect souls. You know, who's the judge?
Rock ball card.
Well, you know that game Rock Ball?
Wait,
Rock
I'm sorry, Britannica. I'm confused about something.
Yes.
You think that someone who's evil is incapable of being nice?
No, but we need his help, right?
No. We were told to get his heritage from him, whatever that is.
He's got to give us.
I know who I am. I don't need anything from him.
Well, we'll get the stuff, and then we'll meet him, and then if he seems terrible, I'll hack him up into a bunch of pieces. Does that make you feel better?
I think we should just kill him on sight anyway.
Well, what if we won't get the thing from him? We have questions.
Yes!
You guys just got mad at me for killing someone without asking any questions.
What if he has
I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to become a better person.
What if he has a riddle for us?
The horseman was one of nature. This thing is not of nature.
Okay,
I mean,
so
kind of a little bit of column A and column B, don't you think?
right, he could still give us a riddle.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a riddle.
I think we should just start walking.
Well, we can have this
I
conversation on
thought
the
we
road.
were walking.
We were walking.
We are
Oh, are we?
walking.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't rolling it, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do this.
You gotta
to
do
denote
this while you
walking.
talk.
What do you think, guys? Hold on, I'm gonna go down some stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are so basically you've decided you're going to leave town, head
Yeah.
north, and head towards Ashenford.
Yes.
All right. Well, Ashenford was approximately 4 days from here by foot. Knowing that the forest and the bandit ambush that you took care of is about a day from here. So, once you get there, you got about 3 more days north. Okay.
Okay.
Any particular game plan for making this journey, or is it just trudge, as long as your weary feet will keep you going and make best haste to get there?
Watch out for bandits. Well, we're,
Well, you
I
found
think
out that
worsted
you
area.
didn't kill hardly any of the bandits
Yeah.
at all, and there's hundreds of them still waiting for you. There's the guy that killed. There, the guys that killed our leader.
Oh,
Get
no.
him!
Hey, get him.
I would
Yeah.
opt for a hasty journey, because if we get to Ashenford, we would just rest. I assume we would just rest there before venturing out again. So
Yeah,
being
I
as
agree.
quick
Yeah.
as possible, right? Like,
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, get
Okay.
to at least one middle point and then go from there.
All right. Well, the road between here and Ashenford is fairly uneventful, especially now bandits have been taken care of. So it will take you, as expected, a good 4 days. But 4 days hence from now, you shall arrive in the very small village of Ashenford. Aptly named because it pretty much sits on the River Ash. And there is a ford that crosses it, and hence the name Ashenford. It is a small hamlet that's barely made up of more than 8 or 9 buildings, other than cornfields, a few, flocks of sheep, cattle, stuff like that. It's a very small farming community. There's a large wood off to the northwest. And beyond that, it's a fairly small and unremarkable little hamlet.
So they said, Tristan said to just ask anyone and they'll know where the Valley of Lost Souls is going to be.
All right.
So I suppose first person we bump into?
Should we see if there's like an inn or something that we can
Hopefully there is.
rest for, and maybe someone will know something there?
Yes.
Sure.
All right. Well,
How
as you
about the one
cross
with the double chimney?
as you cross
Yeah.
the only stone, the only stone construct here at all, which is the bridge, you can see several people littered up on either side with fishing poles that are just kind of fishing. Several of them have baskets full of fish, so it would appear that there's a fairly lucrative time to be had fishing here on the Ash. But beyond that, you stroll over into the small hamlet. Nobody seems to be particularly interested in your arrival. You get a few strange looks, especially at some of the people that seem to open their eyes wide at the extreme height of a couple of you. But beyond that, you're nothing that people here haven't seen before. So as you kind of walk down, most of the buildings, as I said, are small, thatched, single-story houses. There seems to be a larger, more prominent two-story thatched building up on the road to the left. And to the right appears to be a two-story thatched building with an archway entrance that actually does have a sign hanging out front that says the Brook Trout Inn and Tap House.
Ah, there it is.
Not the one you pointed to, but yes.
Right.
Well, it does have
Sorry.
2 chimneys,
Yes.
not right next to each other.
There's a good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna enter.
All right,
Go for it.
okay.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
right, you guys go up and wander in through the door. The building itself is fairly large. Once you go inside, the first thing you notice is a fairly basic bar on the far distant wall. To the left is a small fireplace that's barely smoldering. There's about 3 or 4 tables and chairs here. Other than the barkeep behind the bar, there's only about 3 people in here, so it's very quiet. You've arrived probably mid to late morning, just before lunch. There's an archway to the right that goes through to a secondary part of the building, to where you can see various different tables laid out, and it almost looks like there's like a small general stores is physically here inside the Brook and Trout Inn and Tap House. So it's like this is the only prominent building here in town that provides any kind of services. As soon as you walk in, the bartender looks up and greets you with a big toothless warm grin. He's got 3 teeth missing on the right hand side. You also notice that his lip is still somewhat swollen and slightly cut. Looks like he probably got into a bit of a tussle probably in the last day or two. As you walk in, he smiles. He's about 5'8", 5'9". Slightly portly around the midsection, although you believe that maybe in his day he might have been a fairly fit, rough and tumble sort of individual. He's got short, spiky brown hair, and stubble around his chin, but not so much a beard, more just laziness that he hasn't really put much effort into keeping his appearance up. Kevin Duck, thanks for the resub, my friend. Appreciate that. It's 11 months to you. Take your pants off. Hit the hype.
Thanks, Doc.
Right, yeah, as you walk in, he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, well, very, very nice to see you. Haven't seen you around here before. Pleasure. Come on in. What can I get you?"
Thank you, good sir. Pleasure meeting you. This is my party of adventurers.
Hi.
Excellent. We've
Who are you?
So, did you come down south, or are you travelled up from the north?
Oh, yes, we came from Shorebarrow.
Really?
Yes.
Well, we haven't seen anybody from Shorebarrow in probably a week or two.
Well, that won't be the case anymore. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people passing through.
Well, we had heard that there was a bit of a problem with bandits on the southern road. Got to be honest with you, it's caused us quite a bit of problems up here. Being such a small hamlet, we were very dependent on certain things from Shorebarrow for trade. But I'm very pleased to hear that the problem's been resolved.
Yes, thanks to these fellow friends here. We did get rid of the problem, and we're happy to be here.
Yep.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Oh, so you personally took care of the bandits?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well
Mostly
then,
me.
well, bless my soul. Thank you very much. First drinks on me. What can I get you? First round of drinks on the house, but not for you three, just these
Well,
four.
that's so kind. Let's have some ale, please.
Excellent choice, the house ale. 4 of those then?
Absolutely.
Sounds good, thank you.
Sure.
No problem. Okay, so he pours 4 wooden tankards and slides it across the table to each of you. As I said, completely on their house. So call that a thank you. So,
Cheers.
what business do you have here in our fine little hamlet of Ashenford? Come for the fishing, have we? Well, probably not, seeing as that you had the ocean to fish. Yeah, why are you here? Just passing through, I suppose.
Yes, looking for directions, actually, and maybe information about a place we need to go to.
Oh, okay. I'd be more than happy to give you any directions or pointers, should I know where you're going.
Right.
You won't when we tell you where we want to go.
Oh, okay.
The Valley of Spirits.
Valley of Spirits.
It's the Valley of Lost Souls, not Spirits.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
Valley of
right.
Lost Souls. Why didn't you say so? Yep. If you head out of town to the north, you'll see the woodland to your left. After you've got about half a mile out of town, you're going to see a small trail. There is what looks like a busted tree stump marking the point. Take that left, head into the woods, follow the hunter's trail. You'll find a few deer tracks and stuff like that. But not to worry, keep following those, and eventually they'll lead you into some caverns.
Wait,
Caverns. I mean more like
wait.
canyons. Follow the canyons through, lead you to the Valley of Lost Souls. No problem.
Why are you so willing to help us go there?
Look, I've been in this trade for a good long time. I know what adventurers are like, and I know what you're sort of like. I could do what you'd expect and say, oh no, don't go to the Valley of Lost Souls. Oh, don't go there. Bad things happen. But you're going to go anyway, aren't you?
Probably, yeah.
Exactly. So what's the
true.
point of going through all that grandeur?
I like this guy.
Do you think you could write us that down for us by any chance?
Well, I would, except I must confess, in my very basic knowledge, I neglect to learn how to read and write.
You really? You look so
I
intelligent.
could probably draw you a very rudimentary map.
It's okay, I got it. We look for the woods on the left, we look for the little tree stump thing, take the hunter's trail, and then we'll go through a little cabin, it'll be right there.
Yeah, just into the woods, follow the trails. Eventually, you're going to see it kind of goes into like a winding chasm. Look, very, very ominous, very
Right.
dangerous sort of place. That's where you want to go, and it will lead you into the Valley of Lost Souls.
Chasm.
And what do you know of Penuvius? Was his name?
Yes.
Penuvius. Don't recall that name, sorry.
He's a harbinger specifically.
Oh. So, what's one of them then?
Necromancer.
Whatever.
Oh, harbingers and necromancers are they? Very, very well. And necromancers would be...
Harbingers.
Oh, well, as I said, I will confess I'm not particularly educated. I've lived in Ashenford all my life, and other than travelling up to the village north and down to Shore Barrow, I haven't really travelled far. I will tell you from what they say, and of course it's probably rumours, but the Valley of Lost Souls is supposedly aptly named because of, well, the souls that were lost there, I suppose. But that's not, it's a bit more complicated than that. Allegedly, there was a fearful battle that happened hundreds of years ago. A lot of dead people, the bodies were never properly recovered or buried. So some say that the souls of the dead still wander loose throughout the valley. Is that more in line with what you're used to?
Yes, I like that kind
Okay,
of
there you go then.
Spooky.
Sounds great, let's go.
Well, you want to go now, or would you like to stay for lunch?
I could lunch.
Well, I suppose we've been traveling for 4 days, so might as well take a quick
Yeah, you might as well have a hot
recoup
meal
and then
before you
head out.
wander off to your demise, hadn't you?
and, help your business out.
Well, that's very, very kind of you. Yes, so what would you like then? We have, we've got some spit roasted pork. We've got some corn on the cob, some fresh potatoes. I think
All
we've still
of
got a
that.
couple of pheasants. And of course, there's fresh brook trout. Caught fresh this morning. Delicious.
Take one of each.
One of each.
Sure, 2 of each.
2 of each. Okay, so 2 brook trout, 2 pheasants, 2 platters of spit roasted
Is that just
pork,
for you?
and a
or-
side
No, for the
of
whole
potatoes
table.
and corn.
We
Oh,
have
to
to
share.
feast before
Oh,
we
family
had to
style.
fight this
Oh, and I
necromancer.
dare say I can throw a nice half-cut loaf of bread and some, locally crafted cheese onto the platter for you as well.
Ooh,
Sure,
yes,
we need
please.
to
Another ale
Good.
for everyone. Another round.
Yes,
Absolutely.
please.
Excellent.
Back on the
excellent.
house, though.
Oh well, no. I mean, I do have a business to run and a roof to keep over my head. One drink is more than ample. Yes.
Yes. Speaking of which, has anything strange happened here? Sickness, plague, unfortunate events.
Not that
in the
I'm
last
aware
month?
of. Why? Should I be worried?
No, I'm just. We heard that there was a storm that went inland from the sea that brought with it.
We've
weird
had some
winds.
pretty atrocious weather the last couple of weeks. That's to be true, but don't know that anybody's gotten sick from it.
Good to know.
Nobody knows about this sickness. Maybe it doesn't even exist. Except for that old man.
I mean, I don't know everything that goes around here, but no one's come in complaining. No one's come in looking for vegetable soup or chicken noodle soup or anything like that.
And if someone had been sick, what would you have done? Like, was there a priest here or a healer?
Oh, no priests or healers here. No, Shore Barrow would be the closest place to go to find any kind of substantial aid down there at the temple.
Thank you.
Right, well, get yourself a table then, and we'll get your food right out for you.
Gonna kneel at the table.
Alrighty.
All right, so we wait for our meal to come out.
All right, they
feast.
bring you your food, set it down in front of you, and he gleefully grins with his 3 missing teeth and says, well, that's going to come to 5 silver and 6 copper pieces then, please. Oh, and the ale. So that'll be 5 silver and
Maybe here's
6,
a gold.
6 silver.
Here's a gold here.
Well, bless my soul. That's quite a
It's Harry Potter.
very
Yeah.
very kind tip from you there, miss. Very much appreciate that.
Well, thank you for the information.
Oh,
and
not at all.
directions.
If there's anything else at all I can do for you, just I'm right over here. Just don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you. All right. Before we go to this Valley of Lost Souls, so we figure we're probably going to run into some reanimated corpses. Do you think? Is that a thing?
If we're lucky,
Never.
yeah.
Okay. I've never dealt with that before. Have any of you?
Well, why are we sure that's going to happen?
I don't know. I'm guessing, and I've had stories told to me about necromancers bringing the dead to life. So I'm sure if he's messing with souls, that must be a thing.
Some people in my tribe had encounters with said creatures out in the fields of sorrow
Okay.
below the mountains where my tribe lived.
What
I
did they
never
say
personally-
about them?
I was lucky in my travels never to really run into anything.
How do you deal with them?
Well, I was taught a spell that I plan to use that'll help.
What is it? Like, can I just use my scimitar and slice them down, or will that do nothing?
I don't honestly know. just gonna shrug awkwardly.
I'm gonna look to the other two. Okay.
I don't know. Nobody's ever made me want to kill a dead person before.
Yeah, I think if I just hit it hard enough, it'll just die again, I guess.
Is that how it works? Okay.
We'll just break them into pieces so they can't do anything, right?
Yeah, chop
Like
them up.
little skeleton bones everywhere. They can't get. Yeah. Maybe. Do you have anything?
I have like one thing I can do like once that I can try. It's my you've seen me try to do it. I try to smite the evil, assuming they can be evil. I don't know, but that's all I can do once, and then I just have my weapons. I don't know.
Well, that seems like a good start.
Yeah, sounds very promising.
Smite the old smiter!
I'm just, I just want to be prepared for the what we might face. That's all.
Well, hopefully that guy will be there and we won't even have to deal with it because he'll just, have him in control and give us our thing and we'll be on our way.
It's very optimistic. Yes.
The nice evil. No.
He has a calling just like that other old guy, so he's probably just going to help us because he's like compelled to.
It's probably just like a scavenger hunt. This is just the next thing we need to do.
Yep.
And he's going to give us a riddle. Crossing my fingers.
All right, you two.
We'll be on our way.
You've been talking about this riddle for the past 4 days.
I like riddles, okay?
So
So what?
like games, Alekma. He likes riddles. That's
Yes. You
Right?
like games of the body. I like games of the mind.
fine.
Games of the body.
Yes.
Give an example of such a riddle.
An example of a riddle?
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hold on.
You got us on the edge of our seat.
Pull that quick.
What's that?
Google
I
it.
see your mind is very sharp.
Okay.
Let me just Google it real quick.
No.
Let me quickly Google.
Okay. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?
Footsteps.
Yes, that's correct. Although I was asking Alekma, but well done. See?
Okay, thank you.
Do you see how fun that was?
I figured
Those
it
are
out.
fun.
I was honestly gonna say food.
I was
Oh,
gonna
that's
say air.
disgusting.
That's gross.
Okay, let me
That's
ask you a
good guess,
question.
though.
Let me ask you a question, Britannica. Any riddle I would have said, would your answer have been air?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I figured. See how fun that is? It could just
That
be.
is pretty fun.
I just have to tell you something. In all honesty, I hit that riddle 2 weeks ago. That's the only reason I knew the answer.
Oh,
Sorry.
well,
Did you hear that riddle 2 weeks ago? We were together the entire time.
She cheated.
Was it like a boat riddle that you heard from your phone?
You must have heard
We
it from
are
one of the
together
sailors.
24/7.
The entire time you heard riddles
Remember
on the
when
boat.
I wandered off for that, 1 30-minute span to hang out with some
Someone just shouted a riddle at you on the street.
He called himself the Riddler.
of course he did.
It was one of the guys who died on the boat fare, right? It was
Yeah.
the Riddler. Yeah, got
It
it.
was one of the bugbears.
It's too funny.
2 weeks ago.
All right. Well, I think we're prepared. We've got our riddles ready. We've got our weapons ready. We've got spells ready.
I say we go.
We've got our bellies ready.
Belly's always ready.
Belly is ready.
Did the food come or have we eaten it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hope so.
Yeah, you waited for the food before you started.
Great.
And then you gave him a gold piece, if you recall.
Oh,
for the
yeah.
food.
We're all
Okay.
settled up.
So you can remember a riddle from 2 weeks ago, but you can't remember something from 5 minutes ago.
There's a
Interesting.
difference between short-term and long-term memory
That's
loss.
very true. Loss.
True.
Is this a new wrinkle of your character we're learning about? Interesting. Okay.
I'm
Let's
sure
go.
I should still be hungry. I don't remember eating.
Let's go to the
We are gonna
Valley of
go.
Lost Souls. I have to look it up every time. See in memory problems. You see me open this book all the time, don't you?
Yes.
Question it. It's because I write everything down because my memory doesn't work.
Oh, it's like a 51st dates situation, or
51st adventures.
Well, if this
What's
is the
that?
case, I think what we're going to do is every time you level, we're just going to put you back to level 1. Because you don't remember any of the
No.
experiences, so... I'm sure I should be better at this by now, but I just can't seem to keep any of it in my head. Okay.
All right. Yeah, let's go.
So you guys want to head north. Well,
Valley of Lost Souls.
as he said, about a half a mile up the road, you come across what seems to be like a large busted tree stump, and you can see a small kind of footpath that leads off to the left and heads towards the trees.
Perfect.
Okay, there
That's
are
the
no
way-
ominous signs saying beware or warning, Valley of Lost Souls ahead. It just
Are there
goes-
like recent footsteps there, or is it pretty like not traveled?
The grass there is pretty worn, so obviously it is traveled to some degree. But I don't know that any of you have got any talents or skills that would truly allow you to ascertain the recentness of possible footsteps. Does anybody have any tracking ability?
I only have my snake, and
Not
he does it
really.
more on scent than anything else, so probably doesn't fly.
Yeah, I don't have tracking.
I'll send Necktie out there and make recent.
Go necktie.
Go necktie,
Go-
lick
go
the
necktie.
floor.
No, we don't have anything.
I don't think so.
No.
All right, okay. Well, in that case, you just continue on the path. It's not far before you reach the tree line. And this forest is very similar to the one that you ventured into down south. Plenty of trees, but they're all deciduous trees, and there's plenty of room to maneuver and navigate through them. However, after you've gone no more than maybe quarter of a mile, you started noticing that you're beginning to go down a fairly gentle at first, but getting a slightly steeper as the time goes on, as you're steadily kind of going down the hill. After a while, you're kind of having to do that lean back thing that you do and, you know, slow down your footsteps to make sure you don't start running and head down the hill way too quickly.
It's the chasm.
Yeah, you're definitely going down into some kind of dip or
Here it
ravine.
is.
Okay.
So we're
So
on
we're
the right
still
track?
going the right direction. That's
Yeah.
good.
Hopefully.
All right, as you continue on for probably about another good hour or so, the trees begin to get a little bit more sparse. They're fewer and far between, and after a little while, those trees that are there seem to mostly have been cut down or broken down. In fact, most of them seem to be shattered at the base, and they're kind of laying down, somewhat still attached to the stumps, but clearly busted, as if an incredibly strong wind or something very, very large plowed through this area and knocked them all down. They're all facing the right. So, whatever it was must have come from the left and just plowed straight through here. Again, whether it was weather, whether it was some kind of magic, whether it was an incredibly large creature, you can't really tell.
Can I try to tell? Because, I mean, I would obviously be observing these changes in the natural
Okay,
surroundings.
what do you want to rely on to try to ascertain this knowledge?
Nature knowledge? Like what natural phenomenon could have caused it to
Sure,
crash?
give me a dice roll.
Alright. 18.
Ooh.
Okay, so you examine the bases and start looking. Well, the first thing is, if this had been a high wind that did it, you'd expect to see a lot more limbs and leaves that would have been removed from the top branches, but that's not the case. Also, on closer examination, about 8 or 9 feet up on the flat side of the tree, the opposite side from where the tree is laying, a lot of the bark seems to be busted and kind of ripped apart, as if there was some form of impact with the tree. Exactly what it was, you can't really tell, but you're pretty convinced at this point something huge plowed through this area and knocked all these trees down.
Okay, and follow-up question. Natural sounds, the forest wildlife, is it just dying out or non-existent? Or
No,
Kind of ominous.
It's as you came
no
down,
birds.
as you kind of came here, the trees were, the birds were singing. You could hear creatures and crickets chirping and all that sort of stuff. You can still hear them, but more behind you, because now in front of you, it just kind of goes down to where it almost looks from where you're looking to where there was a lot of water erosion, because you can see these huge big ruts carved into the ground that are kind of making what looks like these natural formed chasms. From your vantage point looking down in, you can definitely see that there's trees further forward from here, but this area here, for some reason, seems to be void of living trees. And as I said, while all of the undergrowth has been crushed, the trees have been knocked down, the open area between here and the base of this chasm is just all kind of torn up and open, exposed to the elements, and maybe that's what, over a long period of time, might have caused the ruts in the ravine. But the trees are in too good a state for that to have been to coincide with the time. So while this area here may have been fairly barren for a very long period of time, whatever smashed all these trees down was considerably more recent.
So I'm just going to turn to everybody like, I think we should be quiet, at least in the near future. Because if there was something that was the cause of this, we wouldn't want to get their attention.
As we walk, I just hear my arm clink, clink, clink. All right, I'll try to be quiet. Clink, clink.
Now you know how Radavan felt.
Seriously.
What do you think it might have been?
I can't say for sure, but it was definitely recent.
The impact point was a good 8 or 9 feet up the tree, so whatever it was big.
Bigger than, and as you can see, it's over even our heads.
Oh, maybe a bird crashed into it? Like a big bird?
A big bird?
A 10-foot, 11-foot bird.
Well, yes.
Dragon. A
Who's that?
dragon.
Could be a dragon?
All the more reason to try to be quiet.
Okay, all right.
Your voice does tend to travel more than ours.
What do you mean?
That's shrill.
I don't know what you're talking about. Talking about.
I'm gonna suddenly look up as if see if any dragons are coming.
No, I'm kidding. I'm sure it wasn't a dragon.
Oh, okay. That would
So-
be interesting.
Interesting.
As we keep going, I'm just gonna be more mindful of like rumblings and Jurassic Park vibrations. That's my frame of reference at this point in time.
Yeah, I'm carrying a cup for
and
mead.
like subtle
One cup.
earthquakes or something
Looking
that
at
might
it to
denote
see if
something
it
big.
ripples, right?
Yeah, if there's any ripples in my cup.
Yeah, you'll hold the cup. Be like, oh,
I can
no
tell everyone,
ripples
don't
yet.
move. They can't see us if we don't move.
Oh no, he just walks a few steps, puts it down, then picks it back up. Just checks it that way.
I like that.
But I am going to be doing that, checking to see
Every
if
2
I
feet. Okay.
I like it.
All right, and you're heading down towards the ravine?
Yeah.
Aye. Well then, in that case...
New map.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
All right, okay, yeah. So, as you've kind of gone down at the very base of this thing, there's a kind of lot of rock, and there are still a few trees. But going on forward, it looks like it's more like rocky outcrops and stuff like that, as opposed to just flat open ground.
I was like, wait a second, I don't see anything.
Y'all are down here.
I gotta zoom out. Okay, so
It's kind of a tight squeeze here. Are we okay?
I'm fine.
I don't look at you. I look at
yeah,
the two tall people.
It's no more than about, like, where you are right now. Like, it's like a fairly narrow passageway. Height-wise, it's maybe 15 feet tall. So it's not, like, incredibly steep cliffs either side. But it is only about 5 foot wide here.
Okay. All right, let's get into our marching order here. Who wants to take the lead? I wouldn't mind, or I'm gonna glance over at Britannica. Oh, you.
I think you should go right ahead, darling. I think you've got it, right? You remember the way?
Well, you have the good eyes, you see. You can
I can
see
see
in the
right
dark.
over your head. Don't worry.
I like.
Go right
Anybody else? As I start to make my way towards the front.
Oh, okay, if you want to go first, that's fine with me.
Do you,
Cyrano,
Yes,
do you want to go first?
I
do you want to go first?
I figured you would volunteer me to go forward and scope the place out.
Oh, yeah, do
Sure.
that.
Yeah, perfect.
You know, being that he's not heavily armored and fairly stealthy.
Just a thought.
I forgot what class he was.
Let's have the heaviest armored and the person with the lowest possible sneak go for.
I was waiting for you to say something. Thank you.
That could be a perfectly good tactic if you're expecting to be ambushed at any point.
Sure. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll
Okay.
sort of wave you forward if the coast is clear.
Okay. So
All right.
who's first? Who's next?
I don't care. I'm gonna start going forward.
All right, I'm gonna go behind.
Yeah, and I'll be right behind her.
Well-
Shortest to tallest.
I'm gonna kind of like look. Give me a little space to operate here. All right. Don't need you cramping my style. Okay. I can feel you breathing on my neck. Gosh.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Just please. Okay. Here we go.
Everyone,
All right. Are you?
Shut up.
I assume you're trying to be stealthy. Not that it would matter at this point.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be as I move forward. I'll be trying to kind of slink in the shadows and be stealthy.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and give me your move silent roll.
Oh, hell. Here we go.
Minus 10 penalty because of us behind you.
No.
Not if you all stay still.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
oh, there we go.
So without all the talking and clanking behind him, he sneaks off ahead of you very, very quietly. Okay. So yeah, how far ahead do you want to get, Cyrano?
So I'll get right to this little path here and just kind of peek left and right as I can. You know, since we're at a crossroads here.
Yeah, I'll
Just
go
kind of
ahead
peek around
and,
the corner. Okay.
Okay, so from where you're standing, it seems to be that it heads off to the right, where it becomes very much more narrow. It opens up more to the left, and it seems to kind of immediately come to a four-way intersection where you could kind of go left, right, or straight ahead.
Okay. So I will kind of wave him forward because I don't see anything here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I'll have him kind of stop where I am. And even though I don't know if they're going to be able to fit, I'm going to sneak over to this one over here, the small one on the right, and just kind of see if I can peer through.
Okay.
Does it look big enough for two of our party members to get through, or is it pretty?
It's gonna be fairly tight for Britannica and Alekma. I mean, they'll have to kind of like turn sideways and ease through, but
Okay.
they didn't eat all the pies, so they can definitely get through.
But I can see that there's an exit on the far side here.
It looks like it opens up into more of a kind of like an open area there. Yes.
Okay. Just so I can kind of cover my bases, I'm going to come back this way
Okay.
and take a look down this direction here.
All right.
Okay. I still don't see anything.
Hold on. So you're looking up. Yeah, I mean, pretty much what you're seeing is another kind of opening that looks like at the far end of it, it comes out once again into like an open area.
Okay. And I'm going to come over to this side and peek at this way as well.
All right. Okay. Pretty much the same thing, just cleaner and more open.
Okay. So I'm going to come back to the party here and go, okay, well, there seems to be 3 ways we can go. The right is a bit more of a tight fit. The middle sort of has a little bit of a squiggly path. And the far left seems to be a straight shot to get us through. I didn't see anything threatening. So what do you guys think?
Fantastic. What about the straight shot one?
That's the one far to the left.
Sure.
Okay.
Good with that? I don't really care.
Seems like the most reasonable to me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to go and just because I have a weird feeling, Gore, I'm gonna just use my trap sense and just be on the lookout for booby traps.
Okay. Go ahead and so you get to use your survival skill to determine if there is any traps ahead.
Oh, is that what trap sense is? Okay.
I believe so.
Okay. I don't have anything in there, so I will roll it straight. Ooh.
Ooh.
Alrighty. Sense those traps.
I think I would, hopefully.
Depends on how cunningly the traps were hidden. So with your so you're talking about there's trap sense, which you get at third level, and then there is your trap finding.
Oh, I guess trap finding. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
I misspoke. Yeah.
Okay, so basically what that is, you in that case you're using your search skill. So whatever you can add whatever you want to your search skill for that.
Okay, my search skill is, I think it's pretty high, +7.
Okay.
Oh no! I'm sorry. Oh yeah, +7.
All right, +7. Alrighty, so lots. Well, the DC typically to find a non-magical trap is around 20. And if it's really badass, it could be 25 plus. But to give you a perspective. Okay, so as you come up here, so you're not really sensing any kind of booby trap. Like, you're not really seeing anything down here that feels untowards. No pressure plates, no tripwires. But you are noticing an awful lot of large rubble laying down in these chasms. And as you kind of look up to the left and right, you can see an awful lot of very large, precariously placed boulders and rocks. Makes you feel uneasy because it wouldn't take a whole lot to send some of them tumbling down either, into the valley either side.
Okay, how tall are these little hills, I guess, or whatever we're going through?
So at the entranceway at the very front, it was there were no more than about 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Down here, it's probably closer to 30 feet.
30 feet, okay. Okay.
Also, because of how loose the rubble and rock is, doesn't look like a particularly safe and easy climb either.
Right. That's what I was thinking of next. Okay. But I don't hear or... So seeing that, my first thought is obviously a booby trap of that sort. I don't hear or sense any creatures or anything.
You can give me a listen check if you want.
Yeah. That would be the next thing I would try to do, is to hear if I can hear any movement or snickering or giggling or something like that. I don't know.
All right. No, not really. You really just feel more uneasy about the terrain and how loose those rocks are. It just feels more naturally unsafe than deliberately unsafe.
Okay. So I'll come back. I figured the party would move up a little closer, but I'll go back to wherever they are.
Moved. They're all like...
Wherever they are, we're point and go, okay, so upon further review, it looks like we're going into very treacherous terrain. There are falling rocks. There were no signs, which is very hazardous, but I could sense that there are possible falling boulders going through the path. So everyone be as careful as possible.
Every single path?
I mean, now that I know what I'm looking for, Gore, if I just kind of take a quick look behind me, does it look like each path kind of has that?
Pretty much. It's not going to be easy going. The ground itself is covered in rocks and pebbles, so it's not even easy to navigate through. It's not treacherous to navigate through as long as you're doing it cautiously. Yeah. But it would be considered difficult terrain, so you're all pretty much only going to be moving at half rate through here unless you want to run the risk of tripping over.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of turn and look up at the at those little mounds behind us and go, yeah, pretty much everyone.
Great. Okay, so
So just
go through the widest one.
tread lightly.
carefully?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the one on the left. It's just hopefully just a straight shot through,
Okay,
and just try to be careful.
sure.
All right.
Can I have my shield up on my head?
Sure. I'm sure.
Probably a good idea.
Makes you feel better. It's like the umbrella for a boulder, but that's fine, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna put my shield over my head. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
All right, and I'll start sort of leading them through the path that I saw to get to that area.
All right. Okay, so you want to go through the center path, huh?
No, the left path.
Oh, okay.
That you said that one was the straightest shot, right?
Yeah, you want to go straight through here? Yeah, this was
Yep.
definitely the widest and easiest to navigate.
Yes, that's the one we're choosing.
Okay.
So we got some wide loads in our party here.
Hey.
Okay. Let you all maneuver up and navigate your way through.
Yep, and right here I'll kind of turn around and go like, this is the spot. So just be
Okay.
careful. It's just right through.
Alekma's not coming.
Okay, do you want to
Not
said
coming.
try it out first?
Sure, I'll show you how it's done.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start making my way through
Okay. All right.
as lightly and tiptoey as possible.
Okay. So, with the current weather conditions not being particularly windy or anything like that, as long as you're all careful and you're not running through singing as if you're, off to see a wizard or anything,
No.
it's not a particularly dangerous thing to get through. Periodically, you hear like as a few small rocks slide down, but no large boulders or anything particularly dangerous. Just enough to continually remind you that this wouldn't be a good place to be in high winds, or probably wouldn't be a good place to be goofing around too much.
So if we have to retreat, just remember, guys, if we have to run back this way, careful.
Yep.
Run like hell!
Right this way, everyone. Right this way. Come on. Nice and careful. There you go.
Right, we're doing it.
Right, just helping you out.
Alrighty, okay.
Your words
so you
make all the boulders
precariously
fall.
maneuver your way through. After a short period of time, it opens up considerably wider. And as I said, there are down in the basement, into the basin itself, there are actually trees once more. As you follow this much wider dirt path, there are trees to your left. It continues to your ahead. To the right seems to be a huge, big, thick mat of tall grass, probably about 4 feet tall. Very, very thick, almost like weeds or razor grass. Everybody
Wow,
give me a
okay.
spot check.
No.
Christy, you going?
I did mine.
Did you?
Did it not populate? Yeah, I got a 20.
I see...
I see
okay,
mine
so
and
I
all.
only see Alekma's and Jane Ivana's.
Oh,
Mine's
I'm right
above
under-
Jane's.
I'm right under Alekma.
I don't
with a
see
20.
yours. I see a listen check for you, but not a spot check.
That's really weird. I got a 15.
I got a 20. It's
Huh.
on the chain. I mean, I'll do it again if you want, but
No, 20's good.
Yeah,
I really want
natural
the 20.
I
so-
don't know why
Wait, it's
they're
a
not
natural
showing
20?
up. That actually happened earlier. I'm wondering if there's an issue with roll 20 in the dice. Are they not showing up
I
for
don't know
anybody?
because I can't see the dice. So
I only see what Jane and I rolled.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. Okay, so it's not on my side then.
That's
you
weird.
can't see Cyrano's either.
Do you see my 15?
No.
No.
I don't see
only
yours.
I believe
see
you.
Jane, I see
Yeah.
Jane's spot check of 19, Alekma's spot check of 8.
But you saw my other survival and move
I saw
silently
your
checks and
move
all that?
silently, your survival, and your listen.
That's really.
Yeah.
I see it's 15. Yeah.
Yeah, I see Jane, I see Alekma, and I see me, and I don't see Matt.
Right, and chat don't see it either because they see what I see. So,
Yeah.
all right, well, I'll take your word for it.
So wait, you rolled it was a nat 20?
I don't know because I can't see the dice. It just says 20.
Is it green?
No, it's not green.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
it's not.
I mean,
Oh, if I hover,
All right,
okay,
so
yeah.
basically,
I mean, wait, yes, it's green.
What?
quick, let me lie. Let me
Rewind,
lie
rewind. What? Yes, it's
retroactively.
green. Super green.
Okay.
No, it's a plus 8.
It's
so-
interesting.
super green.
Green.
Green, super green from Fifth Element. Anyway.
Yeah, it must be a weird thing that Roll20's
I
got
don't know
going
why
on
that's
right
happening.
For the briefest of seconds, like a half hour ago, I got a "you're not connected to Roll20" message, and then it went
Okay.
away. So it might be actually bugging out.
Okay, I'll call mine out
what
then.
it might be,
just to
let's
make sure.
everybody go ahead and just back out of the Roll20 game and back in. If we all do it now at the same time, then hopefully, if there is an issue, we can resolve that.
Do you want me to actually log out or just?
No,
exit the
just
game?
go out of hit your arrow and leave the Echoes of Aldersea game and then come back into it.
Okay.
And then hopefully if there is it might be a weird sync issue or something like that, and then hopefully this will fix it.
Okay, back in.
All right, okay.
We'll see.
Okay, so, let's see here.
So I got a 15 if you couldn't see before. Oh, yeah, see, so now, Gore, when I reloaded it, my roll is not there.
Mine too.
None of us are,
I'm
because
not
we
there.
reloaded.
No, but I
Jamie
mean,
and
Maybe
Lachlan's
the
still
ones
there.
above, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, mine is
Okay,
gone too.
so I got a 15.
Okay,
On the
so
left.
you got a
California
15,
problem sounds
and
like-
Britannica...
Hey!
Okay, so everybody except for Alekma,
Sorry.
you notice something small and furry sitting down in the edge of the weeds here.
So I'm actually spending my time looking for 3 stones to pick up. So that's why I'm not.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
It appears to be a very large and fat black rodent rat.
Oh, it's a fat rat.
It's sitting there kind of...
Rat?
Look how cute. Oh, come here.
It's it's not a giant rat by any means, but I mean the thing is, it's a hefty dude. It's like, probably a good 4 or 5 pound rat.
Okay.
It's a chunky boy.
He's a big boy.
What are you guys? You see me with 3 stones in my hand. What are you?
I thought you said, "Can't you see me with 3 stones in my hand?" Like, where's
No. I mean, I obviously wasn't paying attention, so I'm looking at you bewildered.
Look, the little chunky boy.
little chunky boy?
Aw, little fat rat.
Little chunk.
He must be doing well for himself.
Yes.
Hold on just a second. I'm gonna put the stones in my little pouch.
Can you talk to him?
What?
I'm gonna approach with my eyes to see what it does. But I'm not. I'm gonna keep my distance.
All right, as you get
Approach with
close
your
to it, it
eyes?
kind of
To see what it
eyes.
does.
pops up and becomes aware that you're there.
Hello.
All right. Are you just saying hello to this rat, or do you have an actual way
I'm
to
just-
communicate with this rat?
I am saying hello to the rats. I do intend to do a wild empathy check if I notice it's like a little angry or mean.
Give me that roll.
Okay. Oh Jesus. That is a druid thing. Wild empathy.
Yes, it's a druid thing.
You wouldn't get it's a druid thing.
1d20 plus 4 with all my stats.
Okay. Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
That's a good
So
roll.
close to it, too.
Not a bad roll. Did you see how that works, Matt?
Okay.
Oh.
Dang.
I do. I say hello with my hands held out like in a pacifying gesture.
No, the point being actually that you've been rolling pretty well so far.
Yes,
so,
I have.
So there you go.
Well, he says he rolled a 15.
What a breath
Right.
of fresh air from the
So yeah,
first
wild
five
empathy,
episodes.
what it basically does, it allows a druid to kind of figure out the attitude, as it were, the tude of a creature.
Would
And
you
I
say
can
it can tell
improve
its?
it.
Would you say that it could tell its ratitude?
Ratatouille.
No, stop, please.
Bye, everyone.
Right.
I could also make it possibly better if I roll well. Like maybe it's.
Yeah, you can use it to like influence as well, like but generally it's like you can kind of find out if it feels like indifferent or angry or friendly or stuff like that. It doesn't really give you too much. It's not like you can get meaningful senses from it, but
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, it's probably a pretty good time to use that skill, because as you kind of crouch down and examine it, you notice this rat definitely goes
Ugh.
And then it skulks back into the undergrowth. Like, for a moment there, it definitely had almost an intelligent look of wickedness about it.
Oh.
So I'm going to turn back to the group and be like, has anyone seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Yes!
Yes, actually.
There was
Yes,
a bunny
I
in
have.
it. No, I'm just going to be like, that rat was evil.
Wait,
Is everything evil to you?
It's rolling right in it, yay!
Things that I sense are evil to me. I am in
Get it.
tune
I
with
can
nature.
sense evil too.
well, what did it
I
do? Did it
sense-
say something?
Yeah. Did it squeak wrong at you?
Yeah.
It
Did it
gave
insult
me-
your mom?
Did it?
Okay, so the three of you that are facing in that direction, so basically everybody except Alekma, give me another spot check.
No.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The killer rabbit of Caerbanog! Oh, it's just
Another
a
spot, you
harmless
said?
bunny, isn't it? No.
Oh, so close.
Very close. Alright, Cyrano,
Ooh.
Damn,
Botanica,
Brits!
Ooh.
I'm too busy trying to think of some cheese puns to give to Alekma.
and waiting on Annie's.
Yeah, eagle eyes.
Oh, I
over
rolled.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
did you now?
I got a 21.
Yeah, okay, well something very weird is going on then, because it's not reporting all the rolls.
Ah.
Oh, it's all right. We'll call him out.
That's all right. Oh, another 20! And another! And
Wow,
another!
look at that.
Okay, yeah, so Cyrano, you're clearly paying attention to the absurd conversation coming out of Alekma. But Britannica and Annie, you're noticing over here, the grass is like going shh, and it's moving, almost as if there's a wave of something coming through the grass in your general direction.
I'm just gonna like point.
Yeah. I hear it too.
Just point, like, yeah, trouble, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to point.
You what?
Thanks, Jane.
And the
Beware the grass!
I'm gonna
So-
look my like, is it more rats?
I'm just gonna run behind Britannica.
So I'm going to look over and see the
that's
grass
not me.
rustling. What is on this side of the road?
I mean, there's trees over here, a few rocks, a few bushes.
Yeah, I'm going to jump up on the tallest one I can. Like, out of
The
reaction.
rocks are kind of up here. These are just kind of small 2 or 3 foot bushes, shrubs. And then, of
here's
course, you've got
a
large
tree?
trees, yeah.
Yeah,
When-
so I'm immediately going to say, tree!
Okay.
I'm gonna run over here and try to climb a tree as quickly as I
Wait,
can.
did you
What's your base
Oh my
climb skill?
god.
It's wonderful. It's a beautiful 0.
Okay, you need to give me a climb check then. Because you're trying to climb a tree with haste.
Somebody didn't like it when I ran into the tree last time.
5. Okay, yeah, you're having a hard time climbing up this tree. It's kind of very thick, very slick. A lot of the bark is shaved away, so there's not a whole lot of grip here. Okay, what is Cyrano gonna do?
When she pointed, could I then see the rustling in the?
Yes.
Okay, and where was it exactly again? I'm sorry, I don't.
Over
have anything
here and moving directly towards you.
Okay, I'm
Like something is in the grass coming in this way, because you can kind of see the grass going shh, shh, shh.
sure. So what I'm gonna do is, it looks like this grass on the right of me is taller.
There's a few like small bushes and shrubs right here that are about 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna dive that way actually.
Okay.
I'm gonna whoop right in here and try to conceal myself.
Okay, so you want to like hide in the bushes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, give me a roll to hide yourself.
Okay. Hide
hang
roll.
on,
I
I need to
assume.
reopen my blank sheet real quick. Sorry.
Okay, let me know when I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. That's an 18.
Yep, we saw that one.
Okay.
All right.
Just make sure. I don't know.
I know, right? Okay. Yeah. So you duck down inside the bushes.
Mhm.
The grass itself is, as I said, it's like razor grass, so it's not a safe thing to try to run through or whatever. It could lacerate you fairly, but where you are right near on the edges, you're more in like small shrubbery, so you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've dived that way.
Shrubbery.
Alekma is scrabbling to attempt to climb up the tree. What does Britannica and Annie wish to do?
I'm going to look at the two guys who just saw a rat and went, eek, and ran away. Okay, I guess we'll just deal with it down here. Right, Annie?
And you look back, and I have jumped into these bushes.
Okay, so Annie, you dive into the bushes. Are you just
What the heck?
Are you trying to hide, or are you just kind of crouching down
Hide.
behind? Okay,
I attempt to hide just to see what it is first before.
yeah, go right ahead. Give me your hide
Very
check.
poorly. 10.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you're not too obvious. At least you're crouched down behind the bush.
You have a -6?
Okay, so at this point, Chris Tactics, so yeah, you're suddenly realizing that you're all alone in the middle. Bracing to face the danger, I guess.
All right, I guess.
Okay, well, why don't all of you give me an initiative roll?
Okay,
Oh, boy.
figured that was coming.
Let's just see where this is going to go. Get some numbers here. Alekma on a 17.
Oh, again, so close! I'm sniffing that 20. It's coming,
Cyrano
guys.
on a 6. Annie, ooh, what a
Oh, wait,
3.
Oh, wow.
Yikes.
Hold on.
And it might actually, if you don't all roll... So,
Ugh.
holy crap.
Ugh.
That's
Okay.
sad.
If you don't all kind of roll together quickly, I think that might be partly.
Yeah.
It might be
Okay,
having a
so we'll
hard
slow
time
down.
interpreting. So maybe we'll just slow the dice rolls down a little bit, see if
Sure.
that helps, yeah?
Okay. Yep.
All right. For chat, whatever it is that's coming through the grass, it's going to be going on one of them.
On a what?
On one of them.
I'm sorry, you didn't say a number, sir.
No, I didn't. It's because it was for chat.
I'm in chat.
Me too.
Okay,
Where
in
it
any
came from.
case, all right. Okay, Alekma, what you see burst out of the grass
Oh, Lord.
are two huge swarms of these
Oh.
big, thick, black rats. They come bursting out
No.
and they're all scurrying towards you, moving like one big blob of furry nasty. Let me find some noise that I want.
No, please.
See, this is why you
Warhammer.
trust the druid when he says run.
Okay. All right, Alekma, you have failed to climb the tree. You're suddenly aware of these things burst out of the grass behind you. You have the initiative. What do you want to do?
Okay, so these rocks over here, do they look better to climb? Because I do have mountain,
They would
acclimation
definitely be
and-
easier to climb. They're about 4 foot tall, so they'd actually give you a pretty good height advantage.
Okay, so I'm going to use my dash to get the F over there and hoist myself up.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
All right.
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
they're sloped enough to where you can climb up those without too much difficulty.
And
All
then
right.
I'm going to wield my javelin. Javelin.
All right. Okay,
It's
so
a javelin.
so here's the fun thing with swarms. They don't roll to attack. They just
just
attack.
exist.
Oh, God. No.
And let's see.
Oops.
Oh, where did you go?
Let me double check my distance.
I'm a rat
She
now.
got
Hang on.
swarmed.
Before
You're a
I
rat
before I
swarm.
do that, let me double check my distances here because they don't have the same distance as you do.
I think I have a resistance to rat.
Uh-huh. I think you do too.
I got that on level 2, I think.
Resistance to rat.
I think I
Rat
do too.
resistance.
Yes, rat resistance.
I was gonna say it, but I figured chat.
All
would
right.
confirm me
So
as well.
yeah, that's why I wanted to double check. Okay.
I just said javelin. Let's be real here.
That's true.
Okay, so basically the rats swarm towards you. They use their full movement and their full action. So they will get to you. At this moment, you have a horde of rats around your legs that are beginning to start to run upwards. They can't do anything else this round because it cost them all their movement to get to you and start to try to swarm you. So yeah, they're basically, one group has gone for Britannica, the other has gone for Annie. Cyrano, you're actually up next.
Wow. Okay. Then seeing them start to swarm, I'm gonna try to sneak up behind and start helping Britannica by just kind of like cutting at the rats that are starting to move up her body.
Okay. So
Get him!
it's hard. So basically, as these things are crawling up, there's so many of them. Right now, you can probably slash at a couple without much difficulty.
Okay.
That once they're all over a living person, that could become a little bit more precarious.
Yeah.
As you start stabbing and poking into rats as they're, ow, that was me. Ah, shit.
Yeah. I
So,
would
okay.
definitely go for the ones easier to hit at
All
this
right,
point.
so go ahead and give me a attack
Okay.
on the rats.
Yes.
Rat swarms receive half damage from slashing and piercing, so they're only going to take
Oh.
half of whatever you're doing. But you're killing
Okay.
the swarm, not individual rats.
Okay. Do I get flank for this?
Yes, because
Okay.
at this moment in time, they are not completely in Britannica's space, so you can have +2 for flanking.
Okay.
All right.
14.
That's just enough.
Ooh. Okay.
So you do half of that, so you actually slash the rat swarm, doing 2 points of damage. Pretty much what happens is 2 of the rats you like skewer one and flick it over, and another one goes flying, so you like squished a couple of the rats at that point.
Do I get sneak attack with that?
You can't sneak attack a swarm, I'm afraid.
I can't? Okay.
No. There's no there's no real vital to go for in the whole swarm. There's no one place that you can hit that would take more damage than anywhere else, if you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, no, I got you.
Okay, Annie and Britannica, you're both going at the same time.
Go ahead.
Okay, can I run in circles to try to shake them off of me while I'm like swiping at my axe?
well-
Or
You can, but
That's
bear
what I
in
would
mind
do.
there are things called attacks of opportunity.
oh, they can get one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, if you just start
Well,
running
damn it.
and the rats are like crawling all over you and just start and biting,
Okay, I'm just gonna try with. I don't know how is my axe gonna be able to like get them without getting myself?
I mean, you can like just use the flat of the axe as a spade or a shovel and try to
Yeah.
knock some away. It'll count as a, I mean, either way, it does half damage if you're using weapons. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead and have a hack at a rat, or 2,
Yeah, I'm gonna
or 8,
do
or 20,
that
or 50.
and try to basically do that while backing up from them.
Okay.
Will backing up cause an attack of opportunity?
Only if you get more than 5 feet away.
Yeah, I'm not gonna turn away from them. I'm just stepping away from the ones I hit.
Yeah, I mean, you can instinctively just kind of and take a step back as you swap.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I mean, that seems like a fairly natural thing to do, really.
Like the old,
All right, yep, you belt. 13. No, okay. You swat. You're kind of like and you're like dabbing and
Get a
swatting
rat.
at the rats, but it doesn't
You're-
seem to really be hitting any of them.
you're like the
Help.
old cartoons, you know, when the lady sees a rat and she jumps up on the chair and lifts her skirt up, you know?
Oh, that's what Alexa did.
All right, Britt.
That is what a liquid is. All right. My turn. Is that...
Help.
Yeah, your
no,
turn.
I can't. Okay, so I have my own swarm to deal with.
Yep.
So I take out my scimitar, like just try to swipe at them, not really knowing how to.
How to stop an entire swarm of rats that just
Right.
seem to go around your blade and keep coming. Okay, give me an attack.
Try anyway, because what else can I do?
I'm waiting for Shaggy to hurl a javelin at the
Stupid
swarm.
rats.
Thought about it. Not gonna
Skewers
lie.
one rat and. All right, Annie.
Oh, have I been talking this whole time and on mute?
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to roll your attack.
Oh, I did. I hit an AC of 16 for 4 damage if it hits.
It does hit, and it does half of that, so you do 2. All
I
right,
hear a couple
Alekma.
rats squeal. Cool.
So yeah, as you climb up and you kind of get to the top of the rock and look back, and you can literally see what looks like a black furry tidal wave kind of beginning to go up and start to engulf Annie and Britannica.
All right, so first thing I'm going to do is look into the grass, see if there's any other rustlings, any other rats possibly coming.
Okay, so concentrate on the rats. Give me a spot check. Concentrate on the glass. Give me a spot check. Oh, roll 20. Let's see the rolls.
Seriously.
Cheaty, son. There we go. The rest of the sea of grass over here seems to be pretty much still, other than that.
Okay, so I am going to frickin' hop off the rock, shaking my head, turn to where Annie is, and I'm going to cast a spell, a little cantrippy.
Fireball! Oh.
No.
Key tactics.
I'm going to cast Flare on the ball of rats that are attacking Annie.
Ooh.
Hoping to stun even Annie if she has to get stunned.
Okay, this cantrip creates a burst of light. If you cause the light to burst directly in front of a single creature, that creature is dazzled for 1 minute.
But it's a group of single creatures. I mean, it's a burst, though. So.
It makes a successful fortitude save. So swarms kind of operate as an entity. So I would say that has a chance to work, but because they are in Annie's space and all around her,
she gets
Dazzle
a suit.
me.
she
Dazzle
potentially is going to get dazzled as well. So, Annie, you need to
Fortitude
make
save.
a fortitude save with a difficulty of 14, as do the rats.
Okay, here I go. 21.
Nice.
Of course not.
You just say 4
Just make up a number.
Oh!
57.
38.
38! Yay! Bet mine rolls. Yep. But the rats passed, and so did Annie. Okay, so for a moment, you see a bursting flare appear in and amongst the rats. A couple of them squeak, a couple of them move to the side, but it doesn't seem to phase their vicious, gnarly advance. Okay, it is the rat swarm's turn. Britannica, you take 3 points of bite damage from the rats.
No.
And Annie, you will take 3 points of bite damage as well as they and start chunking in to the exposed pieces of flesh. Oh, and plus you guys can give me a fortitude save as well if you like.
Oh boy.
Yeah, fortitude save. Britannica. Ooh.
Got a 9.
And need one from Annie.
Jane,
I rolled.
I don't think hers are populating.
what is
I
it?
don't know. It's a 19.
Okay.
Huh, how convenient.
Come
21! 21 again! Oh boy.
Okay, alright, that's alright. Okay, Cyrano. So by now, they are all over Britannica and all over Annie, and they're just biting at necks and heads and cheeks and hands and ankles. They're everywhere.
Are there still any more on the ground that haven't run up her yet?
Not really. I mean, they're all kind of just... There are some that are falling off onto the ground, and as soon as they hit the ground, they dive back into the pile and try to rush back up. So, I mean, you can still attack the swarm. You can still attack, cautiously, stab or stamp on the ones at the bottom.
Yeah.
With a weapon. If you want to continue to do that, you absolutely can.
That's literally all I can do.
Okay.
I have no other option, so...
Do you have a pipe or something you can play for them?
Yeah, sure do. Would this be considered flank still or no?
Not anymore. Because
Okay.
they're on her square, basically.
Sure, just gonna keep on trucking. Oh, I thought that was a 20. But it's a 20 for 6 damage.
Okay. So for 3 then. All right. You stamp on a couple more rats and stab at another one.
How many? So at this point, what percentage of them have I gotten?
Maybe a third.
Okay,
of them
so
or
we're...
You're getting there. I mean, you're killing rats for sure.
Yeah,
It's just there's
okay.
so many of them.
Right.
All right, Annie.
Yeah, well, I seemed to do a little damage last time, so I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
I'm clearing. Okay, as I swipe my scimitar, hoping for the best.
Are any of you using the macros and not the
I
dice?
got a natural 20, and I confirmed my crit. If you saw it.
Are you
Did
using
you
the
see
macro or are you using the dice
mac-
rolls? What's everybody using? I wonder if is it the macros on the sheet that's not
I'm using the
working?
macro.
I'm using yes.
My macros.
So it's you. Everyone's using macros.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But for some reason, Jane's doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, it was mine before too, so.
Guys, I got a natural 20.
Sure.
I did.
I don't hear it.
screenshot it.
I don't hear
I'm gonna
it.
screenshot it. I screenshotted it.
I believe you, Jane. It's all right.
I swear. Natural
could-
20.
You could doctor this so easily.
Oh my
You
god.
could.
Right. I know that.
All I can
aerial
say
move.
is,
I'm gonna.
Natural 20!
all I can say is, if you cheat, you're only cheating yourself.
Okay.
So, okay. So, how much damage did you do
10.
total
Yeah.
with a confirmed
Wow.
crit?
Yeah, with the crit.
Okay.
Yikes.
All right. Yeah. So you slash through and wipe through and actually cleave off 2 or 3 of the rats and send them in pieces, hurling into the bushes. All right, Britannica.
I'm gonna do the same again. Just be like, get them off of me, and try
I'm
to keep-
trying.
smack him again. Oh, please, oh, please. There we go. That should do something. Can you see it?
Nope.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't either this time.
No, I
AC
can't.
19, damage 10.
Oh
Nice.
wow. Okay, so that's 5 more damage. Okay. Yep. That definitely
I mean,
belted through
natural
a bunch
20.
of them. Sorry to chat that the dice rolls are not showing up. I don't know why they're not, but
Yeah, we're not seeing them either, chat. So we're with
they're
you.
just not populating in Roll20. If anybody in chat wants to go to Roll20's Twitter page and see if they're reporting any issues, saying anything about this, because it's kind of annoying. Gotta lie.
See, I rolled for Annie and I could see it.
I saw
Yeah,
when
yours
you
just
rolled
came
for
up.
Annie. I saw when you rolled for
You
Annie.
saw mine? Oh wait,
No,
no.
we saw Annie.
I
Shagget rolled for.
Shagget can roll for all of
as
us.
if he was you.
All right, we'll see you later, Shagget. You got this.
You just play. Okay. So back to Alekma.
I am just
Swarms of
going.
fun little things.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my spear and. No, I'm not gonna throw my spear. That's barbaric. I'm just gonna run to help Annie out. I mean, I can get there basically.
Okay.
Can't act because it's like right over my movement. So, got a dash. That's what I'm doing.
All right, and I gotta make a dice roll real quick. You won't see a dice roll for this one because of what it is. Okay, I needed to know that. Okie dokie. Alrighty then. So you're going over there, and what are you doing? How are you attacking the rat swarm?
I can't attack on that turn. I was at the dash to make.
Oh, okay. All right. So you just got there. All right. Well, then, in that case, the rats continue their assault. Britannica, you are chomped, gnawed, and bitten for 5 more points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Yuck.
And Annie, you are chomped, gnawed, scratched, and bitten for 4 more points of damage.
Guys, rats are doing the most damage to me. I don't like it.
Your ass has been kicked by rats farther than it was bugbears or anything, or hobgoblins or anything other nasty things. All right.
My weakness.
Cyrano.
Yeah, seeing them almost off of her, I'm gonna take a few more swipes, try to get the rest.
Okay. Stab, stab, stab.
Stabberoonie. 23 for 2 damage.
Oh my gosh. This is a slow crawl.
Ugh.
2 damage. So that's actually 1 damage. Okay. All right, Annie.
Okay. Okay, up and at him. Let's see if this goes through my scimitar attack.
Oh, we saw it that time.
You saw it? Oh,
Yep.
wait, it didn't do.
But it missed. Unfortunately.
Ah!
Britannica.
Okay.
You should have just done like
Can
you did
I-
last time and lied and just told us a number.
Didn't work.
Can I try to like feel how it felt when that light burst out of me and do that again? And I like
No, it's you can if you want to like stop and spend a turn focusing on it and see if
No.
you can do it.
just thought maybe.
But it does. You don't instinctively suddenly go radiant blast. No.
Damn it. Okay.
Are you not
I'm
entirely
just
sure how
gonna
you did it or why you did it?
Keep hacking. Get these off of me! Elegma, help! Make your animal friends go away! And I want to sweep at him again.
Okay, take another swipe.
Do you see it?
Nope.
What are you pressing, Christine?
What am I pressing? I'm pressing the little dice underneath my axe. Weapon 1 attack.
On the farthest to the left, right?
Yeah.
And it gives you a bunch of prompts like, do you want to add
Yep.
this? Do you want to add that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I believe the thing's going through. I just think it's Roll20 for some reason is not.
So weird.
It's
Yeah,
like
so
it's almost like Roll20's dropping packets, and it's not getting through to the Roll20 engine or something.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, what did you roll?
So I got a 72. No, just kidding. AC 13, damage 11.
Okay. The damage 11 was good. Unfortunately, it didn't hit
Yeah.
those, so never mind.
Cool.
Alekma.
Take my spear and try to help Annie out.
All right. Try to stab and prod or swipe and knock over more
Please,
rats.
Alekma.
Ooh,
Yeah, no. That doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
I'm being too careful not to hit Annie.
It's
you
just
know?
Yeah. Just try hard.
all right. Good job we leveled, huh? Another 5 for Britannica. And another 5 for Annie.
Funny, that didn't roll for us.
Well, they both
I-
rolled for me, but
Yeah, I didn't see the second 5.
well, fortunately, you can see mine on the chat
Right.
thing. So
Yeah, yeah.
So there you go. 5 and 5. Ouch. Yeah. So
I
these
look real
rats
bad.
are really starting to like. You can see, like in between the blood or in between the rats and stuff. You guys are trying to pull them off of them. You can see like blood beginning to drip down their arms and on their faces and stuff like that. They're clearly starting to get succumb to the swarm of these creatures. Cyrano.
I attack again.
Okay. Come on, Cyrano.
14.
That's a hit for 2.
Yep.
All right, there's another
Jeez.
another couple of rats are gone. You can definitely see most of Britannica now, but there are still rats on her back and on her thigh and on her chest and on her shoulders and on her head. They're all over her. Britannica. Or Annie, sorry, Annie.
Yeah.
Me first? Okay. All right.
Only because that's the order I wrote you down in. But
Yeah,
technically, you're
that's
both at the same time.
fine. Like, come on, rats, you stupid rat.
That's a hit. Rounds up for 2.
Okay,
All right, you got another rat out. Britannica.
go on.
Right. I'm gonna just keep hacking at him, try to get him off me.
Spading rats off with the blade of an
Please.
axe. Come on.
Oh, thank
Nice.
God.
There you go. That's
Nice.
7. All right. Okay.
That's more like it.
So basically, like 3 of the rats all come down. Your shoulder is dripping blood. They've all gone to where the blood is and start like gnawing at your shoulder. You're able to kind of get the blade of the axe and just go and just jam into all of them. Knocks the last 3 or 4 rats off of you as they collapse dead on the ground. You are free of rats. Congratulations,
Yay.
your rats are dead.
Yay.
Not my rats.
But that doesn't help Annie. Alekma.
Try again.
Oh my.
No sparing for you.
I'm dying.
And another 4 points of Nowy nastiness to Annie.
Okay,
Are you still on your feet?
I am.
Barely? Okay.
I am still on
All right,
my feet.
Cyrano.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over to the rats and start swinging.
All right.
Hell.
Get him.
12 for 3.
Nope and no. All right, Britannica. Sorry, Annie. Can you
Okay.
can
Can
you
I finish
dispatch
it
of
off?
the last few rats?
I say yes. Here we go. Yes. I got a 6.
You rolled a 6 to hit.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah, then no.
Oh boy.
Britannica.
Okay, I'm gonna hobble over and I'll help you, my little friend, and just
Thank you.
hack at her rats. I guess.
Leave Annie alone.
Oh my god.
What did you get? What did you get?
That's obviously
Clearly
bad.
not good.
9 AC, but 13 damage.
Unfortunately, no. All right, Alekma. The rats are still slowly but surely chewing through Annie.
Oh my, come
Oh
on!
my god.
Matt, you gave me your fucking dice, man. Jesus.
All right, unfortunately,
Oh.
Annie, that means more ratatouille for you.
God. No. No!
Ouch!
Okay. I'm still up with 1 HP.
All right. Yep. You can just see the
This is the most
fatigued look on her
horrible
face and the frustration as these things just won't go away. Cyrano.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Role
for
play.
real?
Come on. Oh, did you? Oh, you missed.
No, I didn't. I hit 20 AC, but 1 damage.
Okay,
boy.
well, that's still a point.
So even with all these rats getting killed, they still attack him for that high?
The way that swarms work, basically, yes, the damage doesn't get reduced based on the number of them. They're still counted as an entity.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but at the same time, that's also why they, once you don't have to kill individual rats. You can kill dozens of rats all at one time with lots of high damage. So,
Right.
Yeah, if you roll.
Yeah,
All
you know,
right.
for our level 2 characters.
Annie. Well, I mean,
Yeah. Breathing
Britannica is
heavily.
capable of doing quite a substantial amount of damage if she can
If
connect
she can
well.
hit. Yeah. Breathing heavily, I give my last weak strike with my sword. Like, I got it. And I rolled a 20 for 4 damage.
Okay, so that's 2
Yay.
damage. All right. They're still there. There's only a handful of rats left, but they're still
Yes,
there.
just
All right,
please
Britannica,
get
can
them
you
off.
save Annie? Can you save
go.
her? Or will she succumb to
Yes, 19
Got it?
for 13.
13?
Nice.
All right, so 13, that'll be 7. That is enough.
Oh my god.
All right, yes,
What
you
about
managed
rats
to
killed
take
me?
down the last handful of rats. Any rats that are left are just wounded solo rats that scurry off back into under the trees or back into the razor glass. After that, though, looking at the sheer state of Britannica and Annie, I mean, Annie is covered in little bite marks all over. They're on her face, on her arms, on her legs. Britannica is looking kind of worse than that, but only because she's got more skin exposed, so there's more places that that you can visibly see the bites. But all in all, yeah, they don't look well.
Okay. Lying on the ground, I'm just like, Britannica, you okay?
No, I'm not.
Come here, please. As I'm on the ground and not moving.
Okay. I'll
Get
go
over
over
here.
to her.
And I'm
Yes.
going,
I'm just crawling over to her.
That's going to be a huge blow to the ego. I can stand toe to toe with all these big furry giant dudes, but rats. Yeah.
We didn't prepare for rats.
listen, just take this. And I use my lay on hands and give her
Okay.
4 points.
So you're going to heal her for 4?
Yeah, and then I heal myself for the remaining 4 that
Okay.
I have.
All right.
Thank you.
So you divide it out between the two of you. Got it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
All right.
What? How are we supposed to fight a necromancer if rats almost just killed me?
We don't have to fight him. I've been saying that.
We're not going to be able to. Look at this. There's so much blood. Ugh.
I'm okay.
You two. Alikma,
You guys did nothing.
Excuse me?
you ran away and hid. Alikma, you ran so far away. You left us to get eaten by rats?
I am only going to say this once. I don't care that you make fun of some of my mannerisms or my ways or means. When I say something that is within my wheelhouse and I get jokes in my face, I stop caring. I said run, and you looked at me like I was a joke. Now look at you. Now I can heal you.
Yeah, look at you
Will I
two.
get snarky remarks from you, Cyrano? Will I get this confident I can do everything alone from you, Britannica? Because if that is the case, I'm not going to help you.
Okay, how about
saved
this?
your life.
I saved your life.
You did. And I didn't mind the confidence you guys have been exuding. I actually admire it. I look up to it. But when it gets in the way of me actually telling you something and you spitting in my face, I stop caring. I looked at that rat and said something was wrong with it. You laughed at me.
I didn't laugh. I just asked what it had said, that you thought it was evil. That's all.
And I still got jokes thrown in my face because of it. Jokes that I was right about. It was evil. And look what happened as a result.
We are here for a very important, I think, reason.
Yes.
You can't let us just get chewed apart by rats to prove a point because your feelings were hurt. That's
My feelings
unacceptable.
are not hurt at all.
Oh, yes,
actually.
they are. Oh, yes, they are.
You're pouting, Alikma. You might
You're
not know
pouting.
what that is yet, but it is called pouting, and you're doing it, and I don't care for it.
Then I
You're
will
a
not
team.
use my heel on you right now. Because
Okay,
I don't
hold
need
on.
to.
How about this? I have two things to say.
That's also still pouting.
If one of
Alekma?
those things you have to say is not, I'm sorry, Alekma.
No, it's not.
Well, then
It's
I don't
not.
want to hear it.
Well, I'm gonna say it anyways. One, I made fun of you. You don't have to heal me, okay? Fair deal. Second, do you think that Annie would have been able to outrun those rats if you would have run away in that heavy armor?
Well, I ran first to the tree, which I would, of course, helped her hoist upon.
And then
And
what?
me too?
Well, you seem capable of doing anything by yourself anyway.
Except fight those rats. My point is, how would you have seen that going different if we would have run?
They would have just
Well,
tasted
we
us.
would have had precious more seconds when I said that rat was evil, be careful. We would have reacted quicker and sooner and not had to deal with
Okay, well, okay, but we did, and here we are.
it. And I did come to help you at the end of it, too.
How many rats did you kill?
Excuse me. I'm like, trying to get up. I don't feel very
Annie.
good, but it sounds like there's some disagreements. I know my head hit so bad, but can we just,
I would...
kiss and make up?
Look,
Just apologize. to each
You're
other.
right, Annie. You're right, Annie. You are. I just want to point out that when we were going through that chasm, we trusted you implicitly, Serrano. Right?
Well, yes.
You
and-
said to do this, we did it. We didn't question you at all. I just would like the same courtesy and kind.
Treat others the way you'd like to be treated. Mutual respect. Yeah. And,
If I'm wary of something,
Something
don't
like that.
take me seriously. It's all I ask. It's not too much to ask for.
Well, I don't think we didn't take you seriously.
We took you
no,
seriously.
I definitely
I just wanted more information.
some
That's it.
jabs. It was clearly a mockery, and it's okay that you don't think it is, but if he thinks it is, that means clearly there's something that's not right. So just, careful of your words next time we're in a situation like this. I
I'm gonna put my hands on Annie and heal her.
Okay.
Yes.
4.
Yay!
Because I like her. Because I like her.
Is that it?
That's so nice.
So I have another heal, and you can see my hands glowing with that energy
Okay.
as I look at Britannica. Would you like one as well?
Yes.
Come on, hell.
Whenever you're ready.
You're an interesting creature, Britannica. You do know
So
that,
are
right?
you, dear. So are you.
You brim with confidence, which I do admire. I really do. It's
Okay.
one of my favorite features of a person.
Oh,
Let's
do me
keep
next.
this confidence train
Did
going.
you do the
then.
heal and it just didn't show
No,
up?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I want to place my
Nine.
hand on her
Have to
and
ask
do
the
it as
question
well.
because, you know, the way the dice have been.
Yeah, no, I'll say if it went through.
I saw it.
I clearly like her a little less.
For 4. You heal for 4. But she didn't take as much damage either, I don't think, so. Or at least she has more hit points.
Yes.
She can take more. Okay. Alright, so yeah, after the healing energies from Alikma, you're all feeling a reasonable amount better.
Well, I sure hope there aren't any more of those rats.
And if there are, we'll run.
Well, if Alekma says anything else besides rats, we should take him seriously, right?
Yeah, so if you say stay, we'll stay. Whatever you say, big man.
Absolutely.
I'm not asking for subservience. That's not. There's no confidence in that. I just
That's
want everyone to
different.
know what everyone's specialty is and just to respect it. That's it.
And yours is rats.
RSPECT, my mother would say. Yeah,
What would your mother say?
FYI.
RSPECT.
You almost messed it up.
As I look down
It's not that she can't spell, she just can't
Did she write
remember
it
how to
down?
spell.
Yeah.
RSPECT, that's it.
Okay. Alright, yeah. So what do you guys want to do? Time-wise, it's like probably... let's see, it was noon... it's probably late afternoon, early evening. Still got plenty of light. Sun's starting to go down, but it's not too bad.
Okay. Are we in the valley? Is this the valley?
You're in a valley.
Where do we go from here? Just follow this path?
Every rat you killed was a soul that somebody lost.
Oh no.
It's fine.
I say we move on.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
Take lead there, Cyrano.
Sure. Lekma, is that okay with you?
Just give you a look and nod.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just double checking. And I'll.
As you walk by me, I shake my head like.
I pat Alekma on the arm. It's okay, buddy.
All right, and I'll lead the way.
I'm walking over here with my arms crossed very firmly.
So, just for the sake of, show me. So, roughly how far ahead of the party are you gonna try to be ahead?
Let's see. So that's probably like right up here. So I mean, not
About
not too
30
crazy.
feet, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Enough for me to be able to run back to them if I need to.
Okie dokie. All right. Yep. So you guys continue to work your way down through the valley, and let's see. I'm just trying to decide. We've only got.
How to?
I was about to say go to a break, but we've only got 45 minutes.
I could honestly use a tiny break.
Well, I'm just looking to see.
Well, we can do a quick one.
Well, no, what we're going to do is we are very close to a really good stopping point, so I think
Okay.
we're going to probably go ahead and finish just a little bit earlier instead.
Okay.
Okay, I can
So-
muscle through if we're gonna do that.
I just got a
Yeah.
tinkle, but I can make it.
Okay,
Did you
Gross.
say
alrighty.
pee-pee?
I'll just ruin my prostate. It's all good.
That's okay. I don't care about your prostate.
I especially don't now.
Me as a person don't care about you anymore as a person.
I'm taking this very personally.
It's not my character that hates you; it's me that hates you.
You were mean. Shaggy was mean to me for the first time, and I hate it. Hey, Matt, is this what it's like?
Welcome.
Welcome to it. You gotta feed off it, Chrissy. Let it embolden you.
Suck the energy in and
Drink it in.
Okay, I drink it in. Here it goes.
Yep,
Bye.
drink it in.
I drink
Oh,
the potion.
I feel it through the webcam. I feel really bad now.
Or just drink more whiskey.
He does it.
delicious whiskey.
I don't at all.
Okay, alrighty. Okay, yep. So you've been traveling through.
Oh my god.
After a short period of time, continues to go ahead. All the way, you're seeing rudimentary bones laying here and there. Like, you can see some skulls here. There's some old animal bones laying on the ground. Some seem to be fairly fresh. Some seem to be very old and tarnished. Everybody, however, can get a horrible, pungent smell. Like, you've ever been close to a stagnant swamp or a stagnant pond that somebody has poked around in the mud and let some of that stench loose?
Yeah.
That's the smell that you can smell right now.
I've been to Chrissy's house, so that's...
Oh, that was
burn! No, nothing!
Wait,
Nothing! What?
It's like the dice roll we can't see. You didn't say anything.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh.
Continue.
It was only an insult if you heard
making
it.
me real mad.
So yeah, it's a very, as I said, it's a very strong, pungent smell of like rotten vegetation or stuff like that. It's just bad. It's all rotten, nasty, bad, foul-smelling stuff. Over to the right, however, you can see what it does appear to be a large, stagnant pond.
I'm gonna put like part of my cloak, wrap it around my nose.
Okay.
Oh, God,
That definitely helps cut down on some of the foul stench.
Up here.
Through muffled, like, what's it look like out there?
Disgusting.
Okay. What do you see?
I see a small body of water.
And give me a
What's
spot
that?
check.
A spot check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, let's see. All the way down here. Here we go.
It's rats. It's rats again.
13.
Okay. Yeah, you're specifically looking at there and trying to describe what you see.
Yeah.
There's some like there's a few what seems to be like rocks or boulders, small ones that are like poking out periodically inside the pool. Oh no, wait, they're moving. They're actually not rocks or boulders, because they kind of duck underneath and start coming forward, and then they start popping up again. Whatever it is, there's like 3 somethings moving again towards you, out of the gungy, filthy, stenchous pond.
Alekma, you're up, buddy. Come on. Hey, it's your show.
Wait, why?
Well, there's more things. I figured the resident expert here could. I don't know. It's moving towards us out of the water.
Well, arm yourself then.
Always. I have my 2 short swords out.
Take out my scimitar.
Yeah,
Oh
same.
my God! What is
It's
that? What is that?
Okay, emerging out of the water, kind of like slowly, and you can see the filth and the nasty, thick, gooey mud is dripping down off of their bodies. But clearly, these are people in a very, very, very unpleasant form of decay. 2 of them have got long, kind of gangly tongues and are kind of tight, leathery skin. The other one looks vaguely more humanoid. Half of his jaw is hanging off. One of his eyes is completely gone, and he's kind of.
It's my uncle.
The other 2 are more kind of spry as they jump out into like a predator crouch position. They're like, as they all sort of eyes scan, they're sniffing the air as if they're trying to sense something, and they.
Oh no.
As their eyes all rest upon you, from their vantage position, the dead, decaying, slow-moving thing starts to shamble forward, dragging 1 foot behind it. The other 2 crouch and poise almost like they're about to leap forward, like as they're getting into a spring-loaded position. And we will stop it there for tonight. We don't have time to get into another encounter, and that's a good place to stop. So we're going to go ahead and do that
I
real
don't like
quick.
it.
Dead things, Charlie. Dead things.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. When I'm not playing a tree-hugging druid on How We Roll, I'm Shagget. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Shagget, where I stream casually, or on Twitter, if you can figure this out, at @eneb_convos. How's that for laziest outro ever? My ass sass. See you guys.
Jane? Jane, what are you doing? You gotta record your outro. Jane? She's dead.
Hi, Jane's dead, but it's me, Jane the Spooky Ghost. You can follow me on my spooky adventures at Jane on Twitch with a 0. That's it. I'll talk to you guys later when you're dead. Please.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy, the Snuggler. Oh man, is it my 3rd campaign already? If you guys do want to follow me, I'm pretty active on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And if this didn't scratch your D&D itch, Chris Tassix and I have a new podcast coming out. You can find out more information about that if you go to www.newcritsontheblock.com. Jane put it right there for everyone to see. We hope you guys go and check it out and enjoy it. Until next time.
Hi, friends and fans. It's me, Christy. Okay, that's good. I'm new and scared, like a lost little baby bear cub in the big spooky woods of streaming. But luckily, my mentors Snugs and Jane are here to guide me through with grace and wisdom and beauty and muscles and beauty again, but mostly muscles. Jane said I could promote my art and my D&D podcast. That's all I can say about that, because she also said that hogging the spotlight is selfish and ugly. So, thanks for everything, Snugs and Jane. This is Crispy, saying sayonara.
Hi there, I'm Gorbad. Welcome to the Orc's Nest. I'm the Dungeon Master here on How We Roll, and if you'd like to follow me personally, you can do so on Twitter at Gorbad. Check out thedmblog.com for all things Dungeon Master and Dungeons & Dragons related. And of course, you can follow me on twitch.tv/Gorbad. Also, guys, don't forget to keep up with all things How We Roll. Follow us on Twitter at How We Roll. Check out the website www.howweroll.com, and make sure you follow us on YouTube as well. Cheers, guys.